Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We got dailies. We gotta be getting like halfway to complete as far as dailies go. Halfway to 31. Will we keep doing them after that? Probably not. I'm gonna pop the razor blade early. How far does this one go? Mom's heart. It's always dangerous to pop the razor blade early, but in certain situations, it's just the right idea. You know, I've done a run today. This isn't my warm-up run, is what I mean to suggest. So I think I've got every capability to handle this one appropriately. All I gotta do, play reasonably intelligently. Look at this. How's that for intelligence? Shooting on the diagonal. And we might be okay. We'd really... I wasn't trying to make it seem like this room is impossible. It's just a little dangerous when you've only got 1 HP. And if we'd been going a little faster, that could have been super dicey. But yeah, we're gonna play it cool. I think we've got every availability to win here. We'd like to get a Spirit Heart. We haven't gotten one yet, and that's okay. We can take our time. Squeezy would be 10 out of 10 best upgrade we could ever ask for here. Latchkey would be fine. I prefer something that gives us HP without compromising Whore of Babylon. So anything that gives us 1 Spirit Heart, 2 Spirit Hearts. I guess technically like Mr. Dolly could give us more. PJs could give us more. Oh, but it also filled our HP. Come on, man. I needed those stats. Those stats were part of what was doing the justice for us. So actually now I'm like, maybe we should have stuck with Razor Blade. But in general, we probably won't have to deal with our situation very long. We'll probably get, well, we'll definitely get a deal with the devil unless something goes terribly, terribly wrong here. And with that deal with the devil will come the ability to put us in a permanent Whore of Babylon state, whether with 1 HP or with 2 HP. Now, it's important, you know, you got a bad situation here right off the start, you've taken some damage you really, really should not have taken. Full stop. What do we do about it? Quite simple. Recognize that, you know, past returns are not necessarily indicative of future performance. So what we want to do is say to ourselves, there's plenty of time for recovery. Dude, I don't know. We might actually not want Maggie's Faith. Normally it's a great trinket, and not every Eve run is going to be a Whore of Babylon run. That being said, this one looks like it could be, so I kind of don't want to... Squander is not really the right word, but I don't want to risk it right now. Especially, we don't even know what the biscuit is. If we're going to risk it, I want to risk it for the biscuit. What about Triscuits? I don't know, I don't work at Nabisco. Try this. Second secret room. Again, we don't know whether we want this or don't want this. But it did give us a good opportunity to bleed off a little bit of this Are You a Wizard situation, so... Right now, and this is a testament to how much we want Whore of Babylon, if not need, explicitly at least. Probably most of our damage, or close to most of our damage, is being done by Grandfather Fly. Now that we can shoot straight, that'll hopefully change, but I'm very happy to have it for the time being. I kind of wish we weren't as reliant on it as we seem to be. Please jump onto that which you've created. Thank you, sir. Remember, this is going real well, but it's taken us forever to kill the Widow, and he's like the least tanky boss that you can conceivably face at this stage of the game. Maybe Larry Jr. is a little weaker, but I don't know. So Mom's Pearls, range plus luck. Oh, that's actually like an extraordinary bummer. We're gonna keep taking damage like that. I shouldn't, but I know I'm going to because it's just the way I'm built on a run like this. So we're made to look the fool right now. No questions asked, because Razor Blade definitely would be a valuable item for us to have. Much better than How to Jump, which, if I'm being honest, I think it was optimistic to take this to begin with, at least in hindsight, because I don't really use How to Jump. We should be using it to avoid taking damage. Like, if shots are coming in, just jump out of the way. If you think there's any chance you're going to be hit by it. But I digress, because we kind of, you know, we just got to accept that the situation is what it is right now. Anything that we can do to try to make it a little easier on us would be ideal, but, I mean, I guess I take an Eternal Heart? Because we can't guarantee, I mean, this might be an Angel run as well, which would be even worse, and I know, I'm not trying to come across, like, super negative, it's just that I was really banking on the first floor deal with the devil to give us this permanent damage bonus. Instead, we're dealing with 10 rate of fire, 2.63 damage. It's not where you want to be on any run, much less a daily where your slow speed at the start can really cause problems for you later. This is pretty much exactly the start to a floor I was hoping for. I would love to see like a Guppy's head, mark, packed, tears up. One makes you small? Eh, is what it is. Any modest, mild, meager, infinitesimal even damage upgrade is worth a lot for us right now. Sadly, no such luck. And we're going to be forced to go back into our curse room to exit, which is a little bit unfortunate, but life goes on, I suppose. We got 12 cents as well. 12 cents gives us the ability to buy something on this floor, probably. But we do want to create, and actually this is perhaps so much more important than anything we could get elsewhere, an IV bag on an arcade is probably our end game right now, for at least getting to decent damage. We could also get a deal with the devil on this floor. We can get a deal with the angel that gives us good items for DPS. It's the minority case for sure. But it can happen. But yeah, who would have thought? I mean, it's what makes Isaac so interesting. That was such a waste. It's what makes Isaac so interesting is that, you know, one little decision like that to give up what I would consider to be a worse item for a better item has, you know, led us to the situation where instead we're like totally hamstrung. And, you know, it takes 10 shots to kill one of these guys. In the meantime, they're constructing enemies that take 2 shots each to kill anyway. Taking us 100 human years to get to completion here. This room is just terrible. Far be it for me to say that the run is close to death, because it's not. Our HP is good. I should probably stop taking damage. Get out of jail free. I use this card so little. I mean, it's a special card. It doesn't show up that often. But I use it so little that I always forget what it does. Can it open up a deal with the devil where there isn't one? I don't believe so. On a daily like this, could it open up the Hush fight? I suppose it's not outside of the realm of possibility. Luck stat is 2 right now. Okay, this is what I was hoping for, is a... I hesitate to call it a quick deal with the devil. Chance. I mean, just getting the boss item, assuming it's any kind of non-tier related, or a non-HP related pickup. I'm gonna at least be content to see it. Pleased is a strong word, but anything that could mildly improve our ability to kill things. An orbital. Dude, I would love to fight Pestilence here. Actually love to fight Pestilence here. I think it's the only orbital we can get from a boss room. Bomb, please? No bomb, but plenty of money to make something worthwhile happen here. Polycephalus is not a tanky enemy. And if anything, that makes it that much more sobering that he's taking a decent length of time to kill here. But somehow, we're maintaining on pace for boss rush, but we're not really on pace for boss rush. It's an illusion. The first floors give the illusion that we're in the running for that. We really need to up our damage if we're gonna have any chance at that. But we'll try to tough it out either way. Not despondent yet. Still very early on a run like this. Thank you. No deal. That's fine. I am gonna try. Didn't work. I felt like it was worth trying to maybe open up a deal with the devil. We probably should have used it to try to open up the Hush floor, but I still don't think that would have worked either, honestly. I think there's going to be a lot of opinions about how this run should go. A lot of people are probably saying, take Liberty Cap so you have a productive way to get rid of Maggie's Faith. I don't know. I can't justify that without knowing whether or not we're ever going to be able to get back to like the Whore of Babylon state, because we'd rather have more HP than less if that's an option. We really can't afford to do our mob trap room. We've got to go to the shop. This is going to take 10 years. By the way, I don't even want to talk about it because I think it just feeds into the negativity that's slowly consuming me on this run, but I think it's fair to say not particularly thrilled to see Holy Water show up as an item. What are our game changers here? Champion Belt. Red Candle. Yeah, Forget Me Now. That's another, it's an all-time classic. Forget Me Now is really, it's a good item. Forget Me Now is super good. To get Forget Me Now. To get Forget Me Now. Sorry, we don't have time. The moon. I'm gonna use another bomb to escape. Alright, so we got 30 cents. And we're gonna head... Oh, please, God. Give me a magic mush, or a mini mush, or a tears up, or a... Hey, a pretty fly, it's something. We're 40 seconds behind schedule. I'm more worried about survival than boss rush, because I think boss rush might already be dead. Little Gish doesn't help enough. It's a deal with the angel. With all due respect, I'm not gonna fight the angel statue, because I want to get deals with the devil. And I know it's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face to Zane. Not the artist formerly of One Direction. But the concept that makes a successful Isaac video. But this is like a cautionary tale. This is like from The Simpsons, a world without zinc. Well, I hate crummy old zinc. I wish we lived in a world without it. And then nothing works. You know, it's a wonderful life sort of situation. We're in the same situation here. We didn't respect Razorblade, and now look where that's gotten. A sack of sacks. Hit the sack. It's been too long. I'm glad to be back. We'll take it. And I'm going to reroll PhD against my better judgment. Just because we need something faster. A 2 of anything is pretty solid, but... Tarot Cloth. Exquisite. Into an Ace of Spades. Tarot Cloth is still amazing, but... Ooh, we might want that. We kind of need bombs. You know what we don't need anymore is HP. Like... I don't want to insult the run and the gifts that it's giving me, but we don't need any more HP. We're kind of getting to the point where even if we got some deals with the devil, we wouldn't be able to make them tick. Some dailies turn out like this, you know. There's some dailies, if you take item X, you're loving it. If you take item Y, you're eating it. We're eating it right now. Any run in which you have to rely on your familiars to deal this much damage is not quite dead on arrival, but got a long way to go. Hopefully we can get there. Good cards, enough bombs, like these are things that are gonna help. Every card is a chance to get the boss rush. What am I doing? Please. Infested? He didn't even say it. Infested? I'll say it for him, I don't care. That's a magician card, 100% of the time. I'm almost at the point where I'm like, we've gotta just take damage to get the dead bird, which is gonna give me the most damage out of anything we've got so far. I'm actually, you know, maybe we should be careful what we wish for. I don't think I want to make boss rush here. I think making boss rush is gonna make me very disappointed. Because then we're gonna have to fight on boss rush. But I am going to try. And you know that even for all of my belly aching, even if I say I don't want to make boss rush, oh, you are an absolute jerk. We should have gotten that money. We can get to it. But even if I say I don't want to get to boss rush, obviously we're going to try to get to boss rush. It's something in my DNA. Help. This is just miserable. In a way, I was just gonna say, it's not the worst idea for us to have taken damage productively or otherwise. Sure, we're gonna lose out on the HP that we would have gotten as a result of it, but on the other hand, we're also going to lower our odds of getting a deal with the devil, which is actually a deal with the angel, which we could not care less about right now. This is like, you ever agree to like do something and then a second into the day you know like, oh, I shouldn't have agreed, this is gonna be boring as heck. Works like, yeah, we need volunteers to be on the planning committee for our company picnic. You're like, ah, that seems like I could get out of some annoying meetings by just using that as an excuse. And then eventually you're like, oh my god, did we really just debate whether we should have styrofoam cups or paper cups for the last 20 minutes? This is what's happened to me on this run right now. You make one decision that 90% of the time would have no impact on the run, or very limited impact on the run. And now we're just like I want to do that. We're on Dank Debs 1. We cannot make boss rush. It will not happen. We've already squandered our deal with the devil chance here, so you might as well. I just can't believe there's just no damage. You have to accept at some point that we would be probably still pretty cheesed if we had taken the razor blade. Gotta try it, I guess. Like, even if we had the razor blade, it'd be like, okay, we're on 5 damage. We'd probably be saying, thank God we took the razor blade instead of how to jump. But still, like, I'm asking this run for mercy. You're train wrecking me on a daily. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like, I have fun with a lot of the dailies, but the main reason for doing them and inhibiting our Zane a little bit is to, I mean, a little bit of braggadocious play perhaps, but then beyond that, we want to make sure that, you know, we're getting that achievement, the dedication achievement, and instead, you're taking my goodwill, and you're making me regret it. You're making me regret being a nice person with respect to the dailies here, and that's, you know, eventually there's going to be no one left to sing the praises of the dailies. When I'm gone, you're going to miss me. I haven't seen Pitch Perfect, but I am familiar with the existence of it as a media property. You know there's a problem when you're on Dank Depths 1 and you're like, watch out, that guy creates a spider, that could really get one over on you. Thank God for these bombs. And, I mean, we're not gonna turn up our nose at that. We're really, like, this is the most productively we're ever gonna use bombs. We only have 8. Reroll all consumables on the ground. Sure. I mean, we'll take the bombs probably because they're so valuable. And then, yeah, there you go. Something to be said about that. This is the first time in our new daily sessions, you know, over the past month or so, that I've looked at a daily and been like, thank God it ends early. Most of the time I'm disappointed. I want to push the daily as far as it'll go. We could still do that today. I'm gonna, scary stories you should read in the dark, okay, you ready? This is a run where the most likely path for us to move forward probably involves a self-sacrifice room and then going to the dark womb. We just can't take this. We have to take something better. Not good enough. I don't feel any sympathy for this at all. Like, oh no, we might be missing out on something good. No, it doesn't matter. We can't do this. We just need we need the best. And that's the best. That's the best out of the ones we got there. This is actually meaningful for us. You can talk till the cows come home about that room right there and be like, well, you could have gotten, you know, if you're going to take damage, having Swarm Protector is actually really nice for you, and, you know, it also takes you a little closer to Beelzebub, your passive ability to fly can be very valuable. All of that is completely correct. You're smart people. You watch these videos, you know, you played this game enough, you probably got some analytical knowledge in there from all the Isaac you've played and seen, but it doesn't matter. You know, a 5 out of 10 is a 0 out of 10. We need something that actually helps us progress, and Blue Baby's Only Friend does that. In a way, it's a blessing to be so far behind schedule that it's literally like... it's inconceivable that we can make it to boss rush. So, I like that. We'll take a treasure map, because I'm not tempted anymore. Then we'll take Mom's Key. For some reason, I was under the impression that that's a luck upgrade. We don't need a second spacebar item necessarily. We could use Steam Sale. I know we're using a lot of money here. Mama Mega might open boss rush for us. Moreover, we're just not using how to jump. So I will at least give us the chance for Mama Mega to open boss rush. And if I have to kill all those enemies by way of Blue Baby's Only Friend, rest assured, you're going to get your daily dose of NL the Curmudgeon, because I'm going to be extremely displeased to do so. But it might work nonetheless. So Blue Baby's Only Friend is doing quite a number on the enemies here. Thank you so much. Tarot Cloth has allowed us to buffer ourselves a great deal as well. We are at 2.63 damage on the 6th floor, barring some kind of improvement right now. We'd instead got a familiar. So, admittedly, Box of Friends looks like an okay play here because of the familiars that we've got. And I'm not the world's biggest fan of Box of Friends, in case you didn't know. But I still think that you're probably right. I think the person I invented that said that, congratulations, you're correct. This is a situation where Box of Friends is great. Unfortunately, we left it behind. We could have gotten it if we'd gotten the backpack. You know, you live and learn. You just really can't get in that way, huh? Well, we also want an arcade. If we can get an arcade, we're gonna be loving life. And hey, dude, it's like, I mean, I ruined this, but it's really nice to have a floor where we're probably not gonna need to actually kill many enemies because we suck at it. I mean, I'm pretty okay at just hitting the arrow keys, I think. But our actual killing potential is extremely low. That's one heck of a bonus for us on this room. I love that. Keep that up, please. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune, we're going to save. We might be able to get something of value out of it later. Why am I not going to that double key room? We got to do that whole room over again because of the freaking skulls, man. Alright. Any room that gives us bombs, you know, if we can stack up 50 bombs and then leave this floor in an okay place, that allows us a little bit of an easier time through the womb. And I say a little bit because, I mean, like, we're still gonna have to kill some enemies at some point. Plus, we don't want to end up so far behind on a point standpoint, but this floor is really what's going to determine if this is going to be a train wreck run or a run with a relatively decent chance for, like, fun times and success. If we get a deal with the devil or a deal with the angel that has a quality item in it, even just one quality item, I take that as a very nice kind of mark of potential improvement for us. If we get a deal with the angel that's just got eternal hearts, or a deal with the devil that's Krampus or something like that, we're probably in a tight spot. Even though Krampus' head would be worth something for us. Magic Mush is a wonderful pickup, the best item we've had thus far by far. And that was extremely stupid, but anyway. We have 4.59 damage now. Essentially, we're now at the point on this run where if we started with it as Eden, we would be like, hey, this is a pretty good start. You're still shooting, huh? You didn't get the memo? It's really me that didn't get the memo that you're a jerk. You gotta go blank card. Easiest call ever made. Blank card Wheel of Fortune. It's not worth a ton for us right now, but in fact, it's not worth a ton for us ever on a run that stops early, but it's certainly not bad. Great time to get unlimited bombs. Ah, here we go. Blank card Yera. Blank card Awaz. Blank card Yera. Blank card Perthro. Blank card Awaz. So you start with a little blank card Awaz situation. In fact, you finish with a little blank card Awaz situation.
Yera.
Why is that? Hold up. We're looking for like a black market, but
A fortune.
we shouldn't spend too much time here, just because it's going to be annoying.
Awaz.
But we need to take Awaz with us, because it will allow us to get past the mom fight into Shoal, so that's something. And I gotta admit, you know, we are pulling consumable gain off of this, but we want to make sure we fight mom. So I think we just leave, like, right now. Why not Perthro? Why not Yera? It's not that kind of run. The unique parameters of a daily give us more benefit by using Awaz instead. And it's kind of, there's a little Zane there. There's always a little Zane in trying to, you know, get your national treasure sort of heist on here. We've solved our puzzle. We found our seam. Haven't used the S word that much in these videos, but still applies. So now we have the unenviable task of a deal with the devil, followed by boss rush we're not a huge fan of. Oh, this is a great room. Okay, we want to try to enable Whore of Babylon, but we have so much HP. I have to imagine, at least. But I think we take until we feel don't stop till you're numb, right? Like, so we take. And we take. I know what half of these items do the same thing. We take, and then we hope for Whore of Babylon. And we have Whore of Babylon, but we've lost boss rush. Just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. I'm an idiot. And you know why I'm an idiot? Is because we've done that room. We've done like that exact situation 20 times in a row. But you know what? I've sacrificed, accidentally at least, I sacrificed my chance at boss rush to get items that have actually made this run enjoyable. And we're still going to make it to Shoal, and we just picked up Awaz, so we have 60 damage. Incredible. It's so too little too late, but I don't even want to bring it up, because I'm just happy to be free of the prison that was the start of this run. You know, as much as I'd love to do a media tell-all interview, oh, this run was bad, I'm just happy I'm going to spend some time at home with Ipecac, you know, meditate on the subject a little bit, and then I'll get back to you. This is not my favorite daily ever, and that's okay. We'll get through this together. Our damage is incredible now. It's just a lovely situation. There's no way, especially because we got rid of the get out of jail free card. There's no way we're making Hush. And again, I don't think it exists on this run to begin with. But we will absolutely make it to Shoal. Provided we live, which is admittedly up in the air. Even our deal with the devil at the final floor on the depths there, essentially we paid for 3 flying items. And what was the real benefit? Sadly, it's also a nice card. Sadly, the real benefit of it is that by paying for 3 flying items, we got a modest damage upgrade via Whore of Babylon. So it still wasn't like we came across a 10 out of 10 setup. Mind you, we did get Ipecac right after it, but I'm not going to give credit to, you know, the deal with the devil for that. It didn't do anything. I like this. Free access into the curse room. If I could land a shot appropriately. No. Yes, because this gives us occasional invincibility. I mean, we're not going to become Guppy, but it gives us occasional invincibility via empty vessel, and the whole scheme, well, it gives us permanent Polaroid invincibility as well. Not a whole lot is gonna matter. Like, the difference between 1 HP and 0 HP, it's essentially irrelevant, I think. If anything, it's good, but I think it's more or less, it's gonna have a meager impact on the run. So the extra invincibility, more than happy to take advantage of that instead. Our shot height is so high. High above me. It's not that lovely, unfortunately. Okay, I was gonna say, I saw you switch. We can't hold 2 cards, and we have to take AWAS. We've already seen a deal with the devil? Yeah, we got Guppy's Tail, so there's no point to taking it or not taking it, so we will not take it. Well, this is, that's a room. Might be wondering why I'm not using AWAS. It's because we've already gotten our crawl space. The only possible outcomes are one of a crawl space or a black market. Once you get one, you can't get the other one on a floor. And apart from that, a trip down to the next floor. We don't want a trip down to the next floor. Now, where do I think we rank on this run? Well, everybody that's taking Razor Blade has a much greater chance, albeit not 100% based on what we saw, of getting to boss rush. So immediately I'd say we're like... Sure. Immediately I'd say we're probably looking at like... maybe like top 10%? But then... I think some people are not going to find a way to go further than this. Like, further than the way that the run is intended to end to begin with on Mom's Heart. So, I think that might put us back into, like, you know, the top 5%. And then beyond that, there might be a self-sacrifice room on this floor that allows people to go further. But if they're using the self-sacrifice room, they're going to get a huge damage penalty. Whereas we are not, because we have the AWAS room, which we should be using at all times. Or at all times until we find a black market, at least. So the answer to your question is, it's really anybody's game. I don't think we have a realistically good chance at being in the top 100. I think our choices in the early game squandered that for us, and that's fine. You know, more power to you. You took the Razor Blade. You took the high T path, and you know, I give you respect where respect is due. We're gonna keep AWAS, but I will point out we actually don't need to. And all I mean by that is that there's no... oh, I love it, but there's no way to AWAS from Shoal to the Dark Womb, or from Shoal to the chest, or etc., etc. You get the idea. I'm also now thinking... oh, I gotta sneeze. I'm also now thinking, like, maybe if there's a self-sacrifice room, we actually want to play it, because it would allow us to get to the Dark Womb instead of Shoal, which might be a bonus, but, like, I just don't know is what it really comes down to in the end. It's just a very strange run. In that way, I kind of like it. It's like a David Lynch run. You know? I don't even know what's happening as it's happening. Secret room? Secret? No, come on. So yeah, essentially, I wouldn't be surprised to rank... I really wouldn't be surprised to be in the top 100, even though I doubt it. I think that's not where the smart money is. But I also wouldn't be surprised to be 500th. I wouldn't be surprised to be 40th, you know? But I think... I don't expect us to be... I don't expect that number to flash, like, 22nd. And I also don't expect it to flash 2,000. So I think we're probably somewhere in that camp. Middle of the road daily for us, I think. So there is... there is a self-sacrifice room. I think, and maybe it's a blessing, our decision is made for us. We have to go to Shoal, and the reason we have to go to Shoal is, our HP is not high enough to justify playing the self-sacrifice room. We could end up being killed, more or less. Like, maybe quite literally being killed. But, especially now. But we could also, hold up. Thank you. I'm happy to have the luck upgrade, honestly. Get out of here with this Horf nonsense, though. We could always get a self-sacrifice room on the shoal, in which case maybe we could play it, even though we don't have the means to really get the, you know, HP back that we need. Second secret room. Second secret room. Freaking multi-dimensional baby is, like, drastically increasing the range of our Ipecac shots when it passes through them and making it flippin' impossible. So here's the deal. We don't need Burnt Penny anymore. I'm gonna take Doorstop and see if it somehow opens up the ability for us to get to the Hush fight. I can't imagine it will. But it would be just another funny twist and turn for this run to go through. You can't deny that. Temperance. Not worth anything right now. Oh, invincibility. Beautiful, beautiful, and then, well, invincibility's still going. I'm very sorry about this, but it's the most productive way to finish the job. You could telepills, so just be careful here. I don't think we want to take any of these. The reason I don't think we want to take any of these is because we need a HP if there's a self-sacrifice room on this floor. So I don't know, man. We're at 26,000. That's a pretty... It's a pretty okay score for a mom's heart daily that doesn't have any way to get past it. That is not really an accurate description of what today's run is like. Luck, luck, luck. So I honestly couldn't tell you if we're hoping for a self-sacrifice room or we're just hoping for like a merciful end to this run. I definitely don't have my game face on 100% because there's better plays to make here. Like, for example, if you see a Spirit Heart, you might not want to pick it up because you could get a, okay, there's no self-sacrifice room, but you could get a Yera rune and just double it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. You get the idea. I don't think Awaz can actually give us anything here, so we're almost in, like, Bracano territory. Nobody's favorite rune, probably, but... So, we got Rune Bag. All that being said, I don't think there's really much to glean from Rune Bag. We definitely do not need poison damage. Don't need Temperance. I guess we would be happy to see Yera. Because we could still use Yera to give us a nice consumable bonus. Like, we could still use keys. That would be decent from a point standpoint. We could still use Spirit Hearts, survivability, and points. I guess we could still use Blank Rune. Why am I picking stuff up? I don't know. We got Tarot Cloth. It's all so confusing. There's a Yera. There's another Yera. We've created quite a lot of keys. You think that's enough keys? We're probably closing in on it being enough keys. Stop! I need the... Dad, I need the keys! Stop making me pick up new runes. Okay, we're free, we're free. At the present moment, we could blank rune on like every room until the heat death of the universe, and we'd still never run out. I don't really, I hate to say it, I don't really care about a secret room right now. I'm just trying to... Oh, that was bad. Just trying to more or less confirm that we genuinely have no chance to make it through the rest of this, to make it further on this run, I should say. And maybe, I know, you play a Keybagger or something like that. What are we hoping Keybagger gives us? That's my question to you. Because right now, what he's giving me is a sense of annoyance. Black Rune. Well, this run, I have to hand it to it. At one level, it got interesting at some point. It didn't start interesting, but it's gonna finish interesting. So, at the very least, you know, it hasn't committed the cardinal sin of being boring all the way through. Not the most exciting run we've ever seen. I'm not using Blank Rune anymore. Again, it's kind of like, you know, what I always say in more uncertain terms. Unlimited Zane is not Zane at all. That's mundane Zane. I keep walking backwards because I have a doorstop, and I guess I never noticed this, but I have a habit of shooting and then walking back, with doorstops causing me to walk through all these rooms that I should not be walking through. Stand back. Well, as we finish this one off, I don't know. Double moons. I got to accept. Wait, what is this special edition Lucky Charms? As we come close to finishing this run, I got to accept. I think we're probably going to rank poorly today. I think within this run, there is a fairly decent probability for a loss. Like, I think a lot of people will die on this run. We didn't really come close, and that's not really meant to be bragging. It's more just like, I could see how we could have. If we had played a little worse, a little longer, we could have found ourselves in a real nasty spot. Instead, you know, we ended up picking up enough spirit hearts to make things happen, but we could have found ourselves in the death spiral pretty quickly, I think. You know, taking damage on the floor that would have given us the deal with the devil, that would have given us the ability to get, you know, the ability to fly, plus permanent Polaroid invincibility, plus the Whore of Babylon, plus etc, etc. So, we weren't too far away from the spiral, I think, but we managed to avoid it. But if you had the HP necessary, if you did boss rush and then also had the HP necessary to play the real self-sacrifice room instead of this charlatan AWAS that I've been doing here, you had a better chance of getting maybe like 30,000, 30-something. So this is on me. I'm a little surprised, even though I said I wouldn't be. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.